Your morning erection is gone after 50. A doctor reveals the real reason and how to fix it naturally. Introduction: the silent signal you didn't know you were missing for decades. Morning erections have been quietly treated as a biological given, a routine physiological phenomenon that men rarely question until it stops happening. When it does, the absence often triggers a quiet alarm, anxiety, confusion, and sometimes a sense of lost vitality. The cultural narrative surrounding this change is frequently oversimplified. You hear phrases like, just part of aging, testosterone drops, or stress is getting to you. While each of these contains a grain of truth, none of them capture the full physiological picture. The reality is far more nuanced, more interconnected, and ultimately more hopeful than conventional wisdom suggests. If you have crossed the age of 50 and noticed that your morning erections have diminished or vanished entirely, you are not broken. You are experiencing a predictable shift in a highly sensitive biological system. The good news is that this shift is rarely permanent, and it is almost never caused by a single factor. Modern urology, endocrinology, sleep medicine, and vascular physiology have converged to reveal that morning erections are not merely a sexual function. They are a vital sign. They are a real-time readout of your cardiovascular health, nervous system balance, hormonal rhythm, sleep architecture, and metabolic vitality. When they disappear, it is not a verdict. It is a diagnostic clue. This comprehensive guide will walk you through the exact mechanisms behind nocturnal penile tumescence, explain why it commonly changes after 50, dismantle the myths that cloud the conversation, and provide a structured, evidence-based natural recovery framework. Every recommendation here is grounded in peer-reviewed physiology, clinical observation, and lifestyle medicine principles. There are no miracle pills, no quick fixes, and no exaggerated promises. What you will find is a systematic approach to restoring the biological conditions that allow your body to naturally resume one of its most reliable nightly functions. By the end, you will understand not only why this happens, but exactly how to respond. What are morning erections? Really? The science of nocturnal penile tumescence. The term morning erection is a colloquial shorthand for a phenomenon medically known as nocturnal penile tumescence, or NPT. Despite its name, NPT does not actually occur in the morning. It happens repeatedly throughout the night, primarily during rapid eye movement or REM sleep cycles. Most men experience 3 to 5 full erectile episodes per night, each lasting between 20 and 40 minutes. The erection you notice upon waking is simply the final cycle of the night, interrupted by your alarm clock, morning light, or natural arousal from bladder pressure. It is not a morning event. It is a sleep event. Understanding this distinction is crucial because it shifts the focus from sexual performance to sleep physiology. NPT is orchestrated by a precise interplay of neurological, vascular, hormonal, and respiratory systems. During non-REM sleep, the sympathetic nervous system dominates. Heart rate slows, blood pressure drops, and the body enters a state of metabolic conservation. As sleep transitions into REM, the parasympathetic nervous system takes over. This shift triggers a cascade of neurochemical changes that reduce sympathetic tone, lower norepinephrine release, and increase nitric oxide production in the penile arteries. Nitric oxide is the master vasodilator. It signals smooth muscle cells in the corpora cavernosa to relax, allowing arterial blood to flood the erectile tissue while venous outflow is temporarily restricted. The result is a full, spontaneous erection. This process is entirely involuntary. It does not require sexual thoughts, visual stimulation, or conscious desire. It is a physiological maintenance cycle. Evolutionary biologists and urologists have proposed several theories for why NPT exists. One leading hypothesis suggests that regular nocturnal erections maintain tissue oxygenation. The penis, like all organs, requires oxygen to prevent fibrosis. During an erection, oxygen-rich arterial blood saturates the corpora cavernosa. During flaccidity, oxygen delivery drops. Regular nocturnal tumescence acts as a nightly flushing mechanism, preventing hypoxia-induced collagen buildup and preserving tissue elasticity. Another theory links NPT to autonomic nervous system calibration. The cyclic shift between sympathetic and parasympathetic dominance during sleep may serve as a neurological reset, reinforcing vascular responsiveness and endothelial health. Hormones play a supporting but critical role. Testosterone follows a circadian rhythm, peaking in the early morning hours. While testosterone is not the direct trigger for NPT, it modulates nitric oxide synthase activity, supports endothelial function, and maintains libido pathways that interact with sleep-related erectile cycles. Prolactin, melatonin, and cortisol also participate in the nightly hormonal symphony. Disruption to any of these components can alter the frequency, rigidity, or awareness of morning erections. The key takeaway is that NPT is a biomarker. It reflects the integrated health of your vascular system, your nervous system balance, your sleep quality, and your endocrine rhythm. When it diminishes, it is rarely because of one isolated factor. It is because one or more of these underlying systems has shifted. Understanding this transforms the conversation from "why did I lose my morning erections?" to which biological pathways need recalibration. For why they change after 50. The real physiological shift's age 50 is not a magical threshold where biology suddenly fails. It is a milestone where cumulative physiological changes often cross a visibility line. The decline in morning erections after 50 is rarely sudden. It is usually gradual, occurring over years, and is driven by interconnected shifts in vascular compliance, hormonal rhythm, sleep architecture, nervous system regulation, and metabolic health. To understand why this happens, we must examine each system individually and then see how they interact. Testosterone and hormonal rhythms. Testosterone production naturally declines with age, a process sometimes called andropause or late-onset hypogonadism. The average man experiences a 1 to 2% annual decline in total testosterone after age 30. By 50, many men are operating at 60 to 70% of their youthful levels. However, the issue is rarely about absolute testosterone deficiency alone. It is about rhythm, bioavailability, and receptor sensitivity.